Have you ever yawned after seeing someone else do it? It's an automatic response, almost impossible to resist. But why do we yawn? What's the purpose of this universal yet mysterious behavior? Yawning, that deep, involuntary intake of breath, is something we all do. From the moment we're born to our twilight years, yawns punctuate our days and nights. Yet, despite its ubiquity, the science behind yawning remains curiously elusive. Why does this simple act, so common and unremarkable, continue to puzzle scientists? Join us as we delve into the intriguing world of yawning, exploring the various theories, the surprising facts, and the enduring mysteries that surround this everyday phenomenon. One prominent theory suggests that yawning helps regulate brain temperature. Like a car engine needing a cool breeze, our brains might benefit from a sudden influx of cooler air. This theory proposes that yawning acts as a sort of brain radiator, helping to maintain optimal cognitive function. Another theory posits that yawning is linked to empathy and social bonding. Ever notice how contagious yawning can be? Seeing someone yawn, or even just reading about it, can trigger a yawn in ourselves. This suggests a deep-seated connection, a neural mirroring that might have evolved to enhance social cohesion. Some scientists believe yawning helps to increase alertness. When we're tired or bored, our breathing slows and oxygen levels in the brain may dip slightly. Yawning, with its deep inhalation, could provide a quick boost of oxygen, helping to restore focus and attention. We've all been there, stuck in a long meeting, fighting back yawns as the presenter drones on. The clock seems to slow down, and every minute feels like an eternity. You glance around the room and see your colleagues in the same predicament, struggling to keep their eyes open. Boredom, it seems, is a prime trigger for yawning. When our environment fails to stimulate us, our minds start to wander, and our bodies respond in kind. But why? One theory suggests that when our minds are understimulated, our brains seek out ways to stay alert. This search for stimulation might be the reason behind those spontaneous yawns. Yawning, with its brief surge of oxygen, might be the brain's way of saying, "Wake up." This influx of fresh air can momentarily boost our alertness, helping us to refocus. Tiredness, of course, is another well-known yawning trigger. After a long day, our bodies naturally start to wind down, preparing for rest. As our bodies prepare for sleep, physiological changes occur, including a decrease in core body temperature and a slowing of breathing. These changes signal our brain that it's time to rest. Yawning, with its deep inhalation and stretching of muscles, might help to counteract these sleep-inducing changes, keeping us awake a little longer. It's like a brief reset button, giving us a momentary boost of energy. Then there's the contagious aspect of yawning. We've all experienced it, seeing someone yawn and suddenly feeling the urge to yawn ourselves. This seemingly involuntary response to seeing others yawn suggests a fascinating link to our social brains. It's as if our brains are wired to mimic the actions of those around us. Researchers believe that mirror neurons, those specialized brain cells that fire both when we perform an action and when we observe someone else performing the same action, may play a role in contagious yawning, highlighting our innate capacity for empathy and social connection. These neurons help us understand and share the feelings of others, making yawning a small but intriguing example of our social nature. Yawning isn't just a human quirk. It's a behavior observed across a wide range of species. From the mighty lion in the savannah to the humble house cat, yawning is a universal action that transcends the boundaries of species. From our primate cousins to domesticated dogs, yawning is a common sight. It's fascinating to see how this simple act is shared among such diverse creatures. Even fish and birds exhibit yawning behavior, showing that this phenomenon is not limited to mammals alone. This suggests that yawning serves a fundamental biological purpose, one that is deeply rooted in the animal kingdom. It's a behavior that transcends species and evolutionary lineages, indicating its importance in the survival and communication of various animals. In chimpanzees, for example, yawning is often used as a form of communication. It can convey different messages depending on the context. It can signal boredom, stress, or even aggression, helping to manage social interactions within the group. In dogs, yawning can be a sign of appeasement, a way to show submission and avoid conflict. This behavior helps to diffuse tension or conflict, promoting harmony within the pack or with humans. These observations in the animal kingdom provide valuable clues about the potential functions of yawning in humans. They suggest that yawning might have evolved to serve specific purposes. The fact that yawning is so widespread in the animal kingdom suggests that it's not just a random, meaningless behavior. It likely plays a crucial role in the lives of these animals. It must serve some important evolutionary purpose, perhaps related to communication, social bonding, or physiological regulation. Otherwise, it wouldn't have persisted for millions of years across such a diverse range of species, each with their own unique needs and behaviors. Section 5. The contagion of yawning, an evolutionary puzzle. Contagious yawning is perhaps one of the most intriguing aspects of this everyday behavior. It's a phenomenon that has puzzled scientists and lay people alike for years. Why do we yawn when we see others yawn? This simple act of seeing someone else yawn can trigger an irresistible urge to yawn ourselves. Researchers believe that contagious yawning is linked to empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. This connection between yawning and empathy suggests a deeper social function. Studies have shown that people who are more empathetic are more likely to yawn in response to seeing others yawn. This means that the more we can connect with others emotionally, the more susceptible we are to contagious yawning. This suggests that contagious yawning might be a primitive form of emotional contagion, a way for us to unconsciously mimic and share the emotional states of those around us. It's a subtle yet powerful form of social bonding. Some scientists theorize that contagious yawning evolved as a way to enhance group vigilance. In ancient times, this could have been crucial for survival. If one member of a group yawns, it could be a sign of tiredness, which could signal a vulnerability to predators. This would prompt others to become more alert. Contagious yawning might have served as an early warning system, prompting others in the group to become more alert and vigilant. This simple act could have played a significant role in the survival of early human communities. Section 6. Yawning and health, a sign of more than just sleepiness. While yawning is often associated with tiredness or boredom, it can also be a symptom of certain medical conditions. Excessive yawning, for example, can sometimes be a sign of sleep disorders, heart problems, or even neurological conditions. On the other hand, some studies suggest that yawning might actually have some health benefits. Yawning, with its deep inhalation and exhalation, might help to regulate blood pressure, improve brain function, and even boost our mood. More research is needed to fully understand the link between yawning and health. However, the emerging evidence suggests that this simple act might play a more complex role in our well-being than we previously thought. Section 7. Debunking yawning myths. Separating fact from fiction. There are many myths and misconceptions surrounding yawning. One common myth is that we yawn because our bodies need more oxygen. While it's true that yawning involves a deep inhalation of oxygen, studies have shown that increasing oxygen levels doesn't actually reduce yawning. Another myth is that yawning is rude or disrespectful. While it's true that yawning can sometimes be seen as a sign of boredom or disinterest, it's important to remember that it's often an involuntary reflex. It's also important to note that yawning can be a symptom of certain medical conditions, so excessive yawning should always be discussed with a doctor. By separating fact from fiction, we can gain a better understanding of this common, yet often misunderstood behavior. Section 8. The Future of Yawn Research, unlocking the secrets of this simple act. Despite decades of research, the true purpose of yawning remains a scientific mystery. However, new technologies and research methods are providing scientists with unprecedented insights into the brain mechanisms and evolutionary roots of this everyday behavior. Neuroscientists are using brain imaging techniques to study the neural activity associated with yawning, while evolutionary biologists are comparing yawning patterns across different species to understand its evolutionary origins. As we continue to unravel the mysteries of the brain and the complexities of human behavior, we're likely to discover even more surprising and fascinating facts about this simple yet enigmatic act. Section 9. Conclusion. The enduring mystery of the yawn. Yawning, that universal act we perform countless times throughout our lives, continues to fascinate and puzzle scientists. While we've made some progress in understanding the physiological mechanics and potential functions of yawning, the full story remains elusive. Is it a brain-cooling mechanism, a sign of empathy, or perhaps a combination of factors? The answer might lie hidden within our evolutionary history and the complex interplay between our brains, our bodies, and our social interactions. Whatever the reason, one thing is certain. The humble yawn, despite its everyday familiarity, holds a certain enigmatic allure, reminding us that even the most commonplace aspects of human behavior can harbor profound and intriguing mysteries.